In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your Serpentine belt idler pulley on this Chevy Silverado 2500 with a 6.0 liter engine. Let's install this brand new TRQ pulley. At the front of the engine, you'll see the belt routing. The tensioner will sit on the far passenger side. So it's going to have a deep 15 millimeter or a longer 15 millimeter headed bolt here that you can put a socket on and pull clockwise. Once you pull clockwise, you'll see that it releases tension. And then once tension has been removed, you should be able to grab the belt off of really anything you can reach, pop it off, and then let go of it, release tension, or release the tool off of the tensioner. And that should allow you to remove your belt off of your pulleys so we can do the job. At this point, just so that the belt doesn't get in my way, I'm gonna pull it off. It fell off of basically every pulley anyway, so just take it off. We'll put it back on later. I'll show you exactly how. To replace the idler, you need a 15 millimeter socket. Sneak it down in here, seat it on the bolt, break it free, and just unthread it the rest of the way. Once you unthread it most of the way, you should be able to spin this by hand. Spinning this large washer at the front is actually spinning the bolt too, so that helps me out. And there it is. Take your new idler pulley, start it on. You're starting it into aluminum, so when you do start it, make sure that it is not cross-threading. It's very easy to cross-thread into aluminum, and well, that would not be a good thing. Okay, there we go. That's starting nice and smooth. So I'm going to thread it on the rest of the way, or as far as I can by hand. Then I'll grab a ratchet, snug it, and then of course we're going to torque it down to make sure it stays on there tight. That's bottomed out. Let's grab the torque wrench. The torque for this is 37 foot-pounds. That's it right there. It's time to put the belt on. I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to feed it on the other side of this fan because, well, that's how it goes. And I'm going to put it around the harmonic balancer first. It's very important that it sits in all of the ribs there on the pulley. And then once you're sure it's seated, put it around the water pump. I'm holding it with one hand at the top, by the way, at the same time. So I'll put it around the water pump. Then it goes down on the power steering. Just like so. Then up and around the alternator, underneath this idler, and then on the tensioner. However, I'm going to take it off of the alternator, put it on the tensioner instead, and hold it up here because sliding it over the alternator while I'm trying to release tension will be a lot easier than trying to pull it over the tensioner. So, actually I might even just do this because when you try to slide it on a flat pulley, it tends to go on a little bit easier. So, I'm going to let go slowly so it doesn't pop off. Looks like it's still on. That's good. I'm going to grab my 15 millimeter ratchet. Let's get that belt on. Okay, with my tool on there, I'm going to pull up on it. That's going to release tension. Grab the belt, slip it underneath this idler. Now before I let go, I'm going to visually inspect everything, double check that it's still seated, and it looks like it is. It's perfectly seated on everything. Maybe a little bit too far on this water pump here. That's all right. It's not off, but looks like the harmonic balancer, power steering, everything is perfect, so I'm good to go. When you turn on the engine for the first time, inspect it. So turn it on, let it run for 2 to 3 seconds, shut it off, inspect the belt, because if it is off one rib on any of these pulleys, it can actually fly off and do some other damage while it's basically flying off of these. So you want to make sure that it's seated. Other than that, turn on the engine, let it run, make sure it's good.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.